Okay, welcome back to the third video of 0417 Summer 2017 Question Paper 3-1. We're now going to move on to question 9. Again, I will split this video up into several parts so that A is quicker to load onto YouTube and B is easier for you to understand as well. A trainee has started to create a second style sheet to be added to the web page. The style sheet is not finished and contains a number of errors. Open the style sheet st1731.css in a suitable software package. We only use one piece of software, and that's Microsoft Expression. Okay, so I'm going to go to Microsoft Expression and go to File, Open. Okay, and in the same folder I'm working in, there it is, I can see it. Okay, st1731, click on Open. You can see from the top that all these are not styles because styles look different. Okay, but I'm going to leave them there just for now. Okay, and I'm going to start from line 17 over here by inserting the first style. So I have to correct this style sheet that's shown here, okay, and create in there. But before I do that, let's have a read of this. The web page and style sheet must work in any browser and use the most efficient method. All color codes are in hexadecimal. Make sure your style sheet contains no HTML. The specifications for this style sheet are: currently this is not HTML and this is not a CSS as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with line 17. Line 17, we're going to do the table, and we're going to do all of these attributes that are attached to that table. Okay, so the first thing I do is I go to Format, New Style. When I click on that, I get this option which says New Style. I'm going to drop this menu which says Selector and look for the tag which says Table. There it is. Okay. Now, back to the question. It says the size of the table should be 650 pixels wide. Now, to get the size of the table, okay, I'm just going to show you each of these options, okay, to give you an indication of what is included where. Okay, and you can see that there's lots of different things within this option, and some of them we'll be using in this lesson, in this video. Some we don't touch. Okay, so to do the width of the table, okay, I go to Position and I'm simply going to type in 650 and it's pixels there. And when I press when I click on anywhere else, I'll click in height for example, okay, you'll see that the description appears over here. There it is, width 650 pixels. Next it says the border must be dark green, solid with 5 pixels thick. So we go to border, okay, and it's going to be 5 pixels, okay, and the color is going to be dark green. So I can go to more colors, or I can pick a dark green from here. If I go to more colors, I'm going to select that dark green there and press OK. Okay, this line here, it just says a solid line like so, and we're going to not click apply just yet. We're going to the next line. Okay, it says internal grid lines must be dark green, solid and 2 pixels thick. Now this is a separate tag, so I'm not going to do that just yet, but these ones I've done already. All internal and external borders must be collapsed. Again, I'm going to do it for external grid lines now, and then internal grid lines is when I'll do this one here. So for this, you'll have seen earlier on, okay, we came across the table here, and table should be collapse. Look at the border, border collapse, collapse, and you can see here at the bottom it says border collapse. Back to the question. Okay, so that's that one there. I'm just going to click on that there, but I'm going to undo that because I still need to do one half of it, which I need to do. So I'm going to highlight that, and I still need to do this. Cell padding. This is very different from previous papers because it's asking you to do 6 pixels top and bottom and 4 pixels on each side, so left and right. Go back to here, okay, and if I go to not position, where's it gone? There it is. Okay, if I go into box, okay, the top is going to be 6 pixels. 6 pixels, but look, it put 6 in for everything. That's because I've clicked on same for all. If I untick that, it gives me the option of doing everything separately. So I'm going to do 4. Okay, bottom's got to be 6, and you can see small changes taking place in the preview at the bottom, and then this is going to be 4 as well. So you should have 6, 4, 6. For this part of the table, I have now completed all of this. The only thing I need to do now is the internal grid lines, which will be on the next tag. So I'll go back to here, click on apply, okay, and you can see over here on the left hand side in my style sheet the code has appeared. I press OK. Now from one squiggly bracket to the next squiggly bracket, that is one block of code. So that's everything for table. Okay, now never put it on next to it, it's just poor design. I'm going to put it there, I'm going to leave a space, and I'm going to do the next one. So I'm going to go to format, new style, and I want to do internal grid lines, so this time I will select TD. I'll scroll down till I see TD, which is there. Okay, and TD says the internal grid lines must be dark green, solid, and 2 pixels. So again, like I did before, okay, I'm going to say border. Okay, border width is going to be solid, border style is going to be 2 pixels thick, okay, and it's going to be dark green. So I'm going to click on here, more colors. I'm going to select the same dark green as before, which was this hexadecimal, press OK, and all internal borders should be collapsed. So again, I'm going to go to table, okay, and border collapse. I'm going to say collapse, apply, OK. I'm just going to double check I don't need anything else. That's everything done for that part of the question now, so I'm going to highlight it so it's done. Doing this as well. I'm just going to highlight the tasks I've done as I said I would. Okay, so we can move on. H1. And this is the next tag, and it says color should be blue, red, and green. Now, as you already know, that is not the correct order, because the way it should go is RGB, red, green, blue. So please look out for little mistakes like this that may make you have an error, and remember things that I've taught you, for example RGB. So let me show you how to do this. Again, I'm going to click on my code. Again, you can see TD is there. I'm going to leave a space. Okay, I'm going to go to format, new style. I'm going to select H1, which is there. Okay, and it says, the question says, okay, that there should be no blue component, no red component, and 50 green component. So where it says font color at the bottom, I'm going to click on this arrow, I'm going to click on more colors, and then I'm going to select custom. Over here you can see R, G, and B, red, green, and blue. Now it said 0 blue, 0 red, and 50 green. So red 0, green 50, and blue again 0. Okay, it gives you this funny dark green color. Okay, press OK, and we've got the color sorted there, and it's 003200 is the hexadecimal. If I go back there, you can see the hexadecimal is also given here. Okay, but you don't need to copy it, anything like that. It will put it in for you. Next, the question says the font style must be Palatino, but if not available, Times New Roman. If not available, then Times. Okay, all this doesn't apply to us because the only font we've taught you to use, okay, and you should use in this particular instance, is Times, unless Times New Roman, sorry, unless it tells you something different. Okay, so Go here. I'm going to put Times New Roman in, okay, which is there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all of this. I'm going to leave it as Times New Roman, like so. Okay, I'm back to the question, and it says it should be 36 pixels high. So the font size, I'm going to type it in 36. Okay, I'm being picky now, but I just want to add a capital T there. Okay, and move that there just so. Okay, 36, and make sure it says pixels there. You can see at the bottom that it's all starting to take shape. That's it for all of H1. That is H1 now complete. Okay, so I can successfully press apply. Okay, and again you will see the code, block of code appear here. Format, new style. The next style is H2. It doesn't give us a font style, so I'm not going to select one. All we need to do is 16 pixels high and left aligned. So first thing I do is select the tag. Okay, font size is 16 pixels. Okay, and then to make it left aligned, we go to block, text alignment, left, apply, okay, next line, and the next one is, let me just highlight this out, H3, again no font style defined, 16 pixels high, and alignment is center. Okay, so I go back to here, misalign, format, new style. Okay, and this is going to be H3. Okay, no font style. The size was 16 pixels high, so font style 16. I just type it in, make sure this is pixels. The block, text align, and it's center. Apply, okay. Next line, back to the question again. It says that the list style, which is LI, the LI tag, okay, font style must be, so there's no font style, but the size must be 16 pixels high, and this must display as a bulleted list with square bullet points. Now, if you think back to this point here, I didn't add the bullet points because I was waiting to do this. Okay, so now I'm going to go and do the bullet points. So again, press enter there, make sure it's on a new line, format, new style, and for bullet points we choose LI, which is there. Okay, then we go to list. Okay, we're going to do list style is going to be a square, and the font size was 16 pixels high. So again we go to font size 16 pixels, apply, okay, and that's done there. The question says correct and complete the style sheet with the information above. You have done that. It says add your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment at the start of the style sheet. Now the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is remove all of this because we don't need it now, and to enter a comment in a style sheet is like this. You press /*, okay, note how everything's gone green, but when we finish the comment it will go back to its normal colors. Comment will always be in green. Okay, so what did it want? It wanted my name, so my name is Mr. ABC. My center number is QA000 to remain anonymous. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my candidate number. Then I press star and slash again. As you can see now, okay, I'm going to press space there. Only the comment is in green, the rest is in its different colors as it was. The comment will not be included in the code. The software ignores the comment in all programming languages, okay, and different programming languages put in their comments using different syntax. Okay, back to the question. Over here, okay, so I've done that. And it says save the style sheet in your HTML 1731 folder. Use the file name st1731 followed by your candidate number like it's shown there. Okay, so I'm going to go to my thing. I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to Save As. Okay, make sure you're in the same folder as you are working in. I am 1731, followed by my candidate number, which is 1234. Okay, don't save it as a web page. Make sure you change it to CSS files like so. Okay, and then click on Save. Okay, and you can see there's a CSS file there. You can see on the right hand side over here, all your styles are there. If something goes wrong, you can quite easily go here, right click, modify, and it brings you to the same window and you can make your changes there. I don't want to make any changes, so I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm going to click on the small X, okay, and I'm done. Now what I need to do is I need to attach this style sheet. So I've done this question here now. Okay, and I attach this style sheet to your web page, so it has a higher priority than a style sheet attached in step 8. So, Format, CSS Styles, Attach Style Sheet, Browse. Okay, there is ST1731 with my candidate number. Click on Open, click on OK. This is at the bottom and this is at the top. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Format, CSS Styles, Manage Style Sheet Links. Okay, and I'm simply going to click on this one. I'm going to move it up so it's at the top. Okay, and you can see over here it's changed automatically. Okay, I'm just going to remove that style because I don't need that particular style there. Okay, so I've got these two styles now. This one's moved to the bottom, this one's moved to the top. If I remember rightly, I need to change this to bullet points, so I'm going to make these two a bullet point here by going to here and selecting LI. Okay, I can't see LI there. Okay, but what I can do is I can highlight it, I can go to the code. Okay, there it is. I could add the tag there as well. So I'm going to add the tag by clicking over here and just type in chevrons like this, LI, and you will notice it puts the start tag in and it puts the end tag in. Okay, so all I need to do now is put this text here, okay, into that tag there by clicking and dragging. You can copy and paste, okay, which I'm going to do now as well because I made a mess of that. Okay, I'm going to press Ctrl and X. I'm going to go in between that tag like this. I'm just going to paste it there. Okay, then go to the next line, and then this is another tag over here. This is why I taught you how to do HTML right at the beginning, okay, of this course, not like of this video. Okay, there's LI there. Okay, and then I've got LI here as well, so I'm going to put in LI. I just find it's easier to go in and do this like this because otherwise it just takes forever looking for the option in this program. And then finally LI is going in here, LI. Okay, and again I'm going to just drag it into that area there. There we go. I'll go back to my design. Okay, and you can see that I've got 4 bullet points which have been located over here by me adding that in. Okay, I'll quickly click on Save. I don't want anything to go wrong at this stage. Okay, so I've done that, and that should get me 21 marks. It says take a screenshot showing the content of your style sheet, place this in your evidence document, make sure that the file name is clearly visible. So I'm going to open my style sheet. I'm going to File, Open. Okay, this is my style sheet there. I'm going to click on Open. And they want to make sure that this is visible, so I'm going to use the snipping tool. Click on New. Okay, and I'm just going to take a copy of that there. That's my style sheet there. Copy it. Go to my evidence document. Okay, which is over here. That's evidence 3. Let me just confirm. That is evidence 3. So I'm just going to paste it in here in evidence 3. Control V. You can make that a little bit smaller if you wish. Okay, I'm just going to crop it because I don't know all this white space over here is not needed. This is not needed as well, but I need that Don't get rid of that block, that squiggly bracket. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller so it becomes presentable. Okay, and it's with the evidence. Evidence 4, I'm going to press Control and Enter, send it on the next page. So this is on its own over here. Click Save to make sure you don't lose any work. Evidence 3 is done. Evidence 4 is display the web page in your browser, take a screenshot evidence and place this in your evidence document. So I'm going to go to here, I'm going to go to my web page, I'm going to say File, Preview in Browser. Okay, you can go to either one of these. I'm going to go to Chrome. Okay, I'm going to bring this over here because it's open on the screen. There it is in my browser. Okay, and what have I got to do? Let me just check what I've got to do. I've got to just take a screenshot. Okay, so all I'm going to do is that window there. I'm going to get the snipping tool again, or indeed I could just press print screen. It's probably faster. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my evidence document, and this is evidence 4. I'm going to paste it there, Control V. Oh, I didn't take a screenshot by the looks of things, so let me try that again. Press print screen on my keyboard. Okay, and then back to my evidence document, Control V. Nope, that didn't do it again. Okay, so this time I am going to use the snipping tool. I have no idea why print screen isn't working, but that's easy peasy, just like so. Okay, you don't need to include everything. Copy it, and there you go. There it is in my browser. I'm just going to copy this yellow bit on the side because from my recording, don't get rid of the text, like so. Okay, and it says put your HTML markup here. I think that's the next question. It says sorry, let me just highlight this so it's done. It says take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence document. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my code here. I'm going to press Control and A, Control and C. Okay, I'm simply going to go to my document now. I'm going to paste it here, Control V. Okay, and let's go on to the next page. I'm just going to take all of evidence 5 onto the next page, and it goes over 2 pages like so. In fact, it doesn't make a difference. I'm just going to bring it back to where it was, like that. Now I've also done that as well. Okay, and that is the end of this video and the end of the web authoring section for this particular paper.